All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is January 10th, 2025, and we're rolling right along, aren't we? Just moving on up to the lion side, to where eavesdropping is gonna have to happen. 'Cause I'm getting sick and tired of nothing. Aren't you? But with that being said, the Drone Show is playing a phenomenal album this week. It's their newest hit. I'll show you something you've never seen before, written by... So I'm interested in this. You know how they have these like talented people? They come out on stage backwards. I don't know who's singing that song. They turn around. It's Bill Cosby. I like to talk to you about singing and do it. Right? And then you put the pill in the drink. And you get into it. What? Remember those days of my mom's balls? Mr. Bridges remembers. Oh, shit. She moved out. Oh, it's been so long. Hold on. Misdialed. There we go. Ma. Yeah. Bridges. Tomorrow. AM. 6. Grazie. They're on their way. Thank you for the $20 for Mr. Bridges, who needed a new supply of 2025 balls. Ma's meatballs. Are they good? They is good. Mama's balls. Right here at GUFON. Thank you, Mr. William Bridges. And you guys can also help support the show the same way. Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. You can even become a member and support that way. All right, time to get serious. Welcome to the show. Mr. Bridges, thank you very much. Who, by the way, is what we call a continuing supporter. I don't know what I was going to say. Thank you very much. Glad you could be here as well. Cool, man. That was a nice little start because we need 150 tonight. Yeah. Tonight's the last night for the pay period for this month. So, that's it. Just a couple hundred. 200. Yeah, because yesterday was none. Yeah, no, well, 6. No, 12. Yeah, Jeanette's 10 and Alfie Joe Bob's 2. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. Oh, I almost dropped the entire dinner on the floor. Yes, it's locked, but still, you can't trust a locked top with that much food in it. Thank you, Mr. Bridges. Let's do a roll call after I tell you what we're doing tonight. Politics. How has it changed ufology? Well, I'll be straight up. Terribly. Nathan throwing down $1.11. Yes. Every single dollar matters. Thank you for being a continuing supporter of GUFON and a good friend. Nathan from The Quantum Show. Good show, by the way. When is it on? Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Thank you, Nathan. Mucho gusto, generoso. Yes. Politics and ufology. Let's do a little roll call, and then we'll get to it. We won't waste much time tonight. Nathan, welcome to the show from The Quantum Show. Good to see you, my friend. We just got a PayPal came in. I heard the whistle. Hey! Nathan threw it down on PayPal, $4. Hey, thank you very much. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. Double dose. Yep, PayPal's instant. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. God, you have no idea. Thank you, Nathan. Alfie Joe Bob did too? Just now? Yahoo! Oh, actually, Alfie Joe Bobby did a few yesterday. That's right. 2 2s. And tonight, $5 for the AJB. Thank you for throwing that down. Really. You have no idea. How many is that now? 3? Well, I didn't put a goal up. and put a goal up. So, thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Alfie Joe Bob. Thank you very much for the support. Right in the beginning of the show, welcome to the show. Paula Faust, welcome to the show. Marcel Gufoni and my tall head, welcome to the show. Jeanette, the angel of GUFON. David Wilcox. Not Wilcock. Welcome to the show. Who else? Brian Yates. The BY and goodbye. Welcome to the show. Hello. Hey, Mr. Leadfoot. Rich. Have you ever had a speeding ticket? Welcome to the show. There he is. I like section 4-7. Just even keel. Very nice. Section 4-7. Welcome to the show. Sky Allen. Staple to the show. Welcome, man. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome, man. Wilka. Good to see him, Big Mac Daddy. Happy New Year to you and yours. Hey, Thor Panku. Welcome to the show. Good to see you back. I like Thor. Thor's a staple to the community. Right? I got this new shirt, and I always wash my clothes before I wear them. But I got done working out like 10 minutes before the show started, so I'm still a little damp. All right, come on. Thank you. And I feel like the shirt's sticking to my gladiators. Glenn Collins, welcome to the show, my man. How are you? Doing good? Everything all right? Good. JG, I'm getting a JG connection. Jeff Gavi, of course. What do you say there, Mac Daddy? No, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. JG connection. Hey, what do you say there? There he is, Jeff Gavi. Powerful, strong. He's back. Welcome to the show. I didn't like the intro I gave you. What do you say? LAGZ Abandon. How are you? Welcome to the show. Oh, wait. Another David Wilcox. Not Wilcock. Just threw down $20 on PayPal with a message. And he says, and I want everybody to understand this is very important. I'll be damned if I give 30% to Google after the 40% exchange rate. It's terrible. They nickel and dime us. Next thing you know, we're the Verrazano Bridge. What does that mean? Thank you, David Wilcox. Not Wilcock. Appreciate it. Well, you see, when they built the Verrazano Bridge in New York, Staten Island, to Brooklyn, in the boroughs, what they did, to pay for it, they came up with, it was a nickel toll, I believe it was, when it first started. And they said, hey, when the bridge is paid off, we'll take the tolls down. You know how much it is, I think, to get in there now? Was it $9? $9. I think when I left, it was 75 cents, 3/4. I want to see something. Verrazano Bridge toll. Here we go. This just fascinates me. Okay. The Easy Pass is $6.94. Tolls by mail, if you want to do it non-NYCSC Easy Pass, it's $11.19 to go over. That is crazy. How much is the toll for the Verrazano Bridge? Toll. Both directions as of August 6, 23, $6.94. Easy Pass out Staten Island, $2.75. Staten Island residents. Okay, $11.19 tolls by mail and non-New York Easy Passers, and $9.11. Come on, guys. They could have done $9.12. Mid-tier New York City users, easy pay. That's really ridiculous. $7 or $11, basically. And it's illegal. It's illegal. Isn't that amazing what they do in New York? They get away. They do whatever they want. Because I do the cop watching thing and the government thing now. I mean, I've been watching it for 7+ years, but being involved in it is a whole different game. I don't even want to tell you. We'll tell you on Rich Saves America, though. We're doing a show this weekend. Okay, so UFOlogy, and welcome everybody. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we do have a lot of show to do. Kabalion, welcome to the show. Kabalion. Yeah. Did I miss anybody? Yeah, of course. Zach Dikes Monsu. Welcome to the show, big guy. All right. So, Lord, Ludicrous Plaid, Kelly Lewis, Contrary 111. All right. Welcome back, everybody. All right. That's it. Let's get started. Politics and ufology. When I first got into ufology, 21 years ago, well, 20 and a half, well, April 15th, 2004. So in April, it'll be 21 years. Good God. So I talked about the politics in ufology, and people lost their freaking minds. Dude, don't mix ufology with politics, bro. And I tried, and I'm like, okay, but everything we're seeing, it's the government. I mean, they're the ones covering it up. Isn't that political? No, it's not. What you're talking about is not the same on who's getting elected and what, but it all matters. The administration matters to ufology. That's why I'm really interested to see what will happen with Trump's administration. I don't think we'll have disclosure. What I think we're going to have is a technological boom. Something maybe affiliated with these drones. Now, I have contacts at the Pentagon, just like Ross Cuckold. Oh, yeah. I've got contacts that are telling me, Rich, what's coming out, no one would have ever expected. No one would have thought about it. No one could have thought it up. It's men like you who thought it up. What movie? T2. Come on, everybody. It's men like you. Love that scene. She's such a bad actress, though. So the Trump administration, it seems like it's taking us to a place where I didn't think we would be going. So that's what I think we're in for. Now, as far as the political side, ufology, it ruins everything because each person that is in the government, anybody, I don't care if they're a politician or not, you work for the government, you are being a politician, you are biased towards what your government wants. Excuse me, after workout, drink, just now starting to get past the gizzard. There we go. And I lost my train of thought because of that. Not that it matters, because I'm going to repeat it, but I think they're going to take us to, because of Elon Musk. Do you find it weird that Musk is part of this administration? Now, I do. I do and I don't. I didn't see it coming. Maybe other people did, but I didn't expect it. So that interests me, because what if the drones are his? And what he's doing is fucking with the government. He's doing it on purpose. Playing with our own, just to make a point. Just to make a point that we do not have protection in the United States at all. You know what we have? Bombs, nukes. That's it. Yeah, we got the little army of men and women out there with their little pistols and their rocket launchers, grenades, and shit like that. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty, what are they going to do? The only thing that we can do is nuke. That's it. That is it. And for what? What? So how easy is it to break in, fly with impunity in our airspace? How easy is it? Elon Musk, I think these are his drones. I think his family and co-workers are having fun with this technology. It's just a hunch. But people that I know that work at the Pentagon are telling me it's probably Musk. But the reason they can't tell us, because there is a little bit of a fear in the public right now. And it's interesting to see, maybe it's a test to see how the media plays this out. Maybe that's what they're going to do and give precedent. Wait, is it precedent? I don't know. But whichever news agency does the best job reporting on it, that's who will be Trump's favorite news people. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're seeing who's going to make up the most lies about the drones. And those who get it right get rewarded with interviews and first ups. And now I know that sounds silly, but this is politics. This is what they do. They play games. They waste money. For who? For them. Not for me or you. Why else would they send, I don't know, what was it, $100 billion so far to the Ukraine war that I could give a shit about? Now, I think it sucks people are getting killed, of course. Not my business. Let them do what they got to do. Why do we have to be the protectors of all? Now, from what I understand, Ukraine did fuck with what's his name, Putin. And they did push his buttons. And I think, unfortunately, they're getting what they deserve. I don't know. Nobody deserves this. It's awful. It's awful. But you poke the bear, you're going to get bit. UFOlogy is playing a game right now. And if it's Elon Musk, I will be freaking livid. Beyond. I will not stop at sending him letters, talking about him. I will be absolutely pissed. Why? Because he lied too. So, is it Elon Musk? Is it a breakaway, like Eleganzo saying, that's one of these breakaway black budget programs, and we don't know anything about them. They're going out and they're going rogue. They're doing whatever they want, building whatever they want. And they're flying with impunity. We can't stop them. We don't know where they are. We don't know what to do. You're the freaking U.S. military. You don't know what to do. You can spot quarters from the moon on Earth. From the moon. Ay vey. They think we're stupid. So that's why Trump knows what's going on. And when he found out, he probably chuckled. He's like, Elon, that's why I hired you, you know? Now, if we do find out it's Elon, and there's very good reason for it, all right, we'll give him a pass. I don't think we're going to find out. I'm really bothered by this. It's silly. Again, I have to repeat because it takes 3 times for the public to get it, you know? Again, this is about money. This is about creating a threat that doesn't exist but needs to exist to get the funding for the black secret budget legacy back engineer programs. Whatever. You know what I mean? So it's for all of that. And nobody can be honest. Why don't they just be honest? You know, hey, we need $4 billion. Let me tell you why. Tell us why. We'll think about it and we'll get back to you. But maybe with 2 billion, it doesn't hurt to ask. This is what bothers me. Well, once they admit it, then that means they're admitting to the possession of somewhat secret technologies that China doesn't have, Russia. They'd be interested in that. I know. Good. Let them see, then wonder about the magical technology we have hidden away at Area 51. Let them wonder. Good. Good. Tell the world we have alien technology. Fuck with us. Come on over. I dare you. You want to find out what we have? Come on. That's it. That's all you got to do. They called our bluff. If it's not Elon, they called our bluff. Well, that's about 4 to 5 drones today, Ed. They're going to go for the record. God, these people. This is the government that's in ufology. And how can anybody say politics does not affect ufology? It affects it every single way possible. Trying to get bills passed in the defense agenda for, fiscal year 25, 24. What happened? The Schumer thing got blown out. It didn't happen. Couldn't get the funding. BOOHOO. It happens. Come up with a better plan. Now the wildfires are bringing in our little friends, the drones, which now people are saying drones are UFOs. Well, UAPs. Can't do this, guys. They're muddying the water of truth. They're doing it on purpose. I think, and I'll say it again, because they want to ban drones. This has so many different, I know it's the same show as yesterday. It has so many different variables. Devastating wildfires continue to burn out of control near LA, claiming at least 2 lives. Amid the chaos, witnesses report seeing strange red objects in the sky, adding mystery to the tragedy. Is there more to see? Is there more to these sightings, I mean? Go. Don't play the music, you yuts. See, this looks fake. I don't buy this one. This looks fake now. I don't know, little squares around these things. I don't know, it just looks a little, doesn't look right. I thought it was a longer video. BOOHOO. All right, pulsating UFO appears in Italy. Let's take a look at some sightings while we're doing that. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. We got the volume. Go. Go. How long is it? 50.
Oddio. Cavolo è? Oddio, è una cosa incredibile. Vedi, 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 quando fa. Regista. Prendi il telefono, registra pure tu. Ma guarda. Oddio, assurdo, eh.
I don't know what this is, guys. And look at it. I mean, it's a toy, right? Like a remote control type of thing, drone. When I was growing up, there's a store, I don't know if it's still out there, called the Hobby Bench. And they used to be in the mall. And they used to have a helicopter that would be in the front window. Most of you probably have seen this helicopter. $2,000 they wanted for it. It was 5 feet across. It was serious shit. Of course, my parents wouldn't get it. I couldn't afford it. But $2,000. I didn't think that was that bad to fly a helicopter. So that was like 40 years ago. At least 40 years ago, 45 maybe. I was young. And they had that helicopter in there. As long as I remember. I mean, it stayed there until they went out of business. Pretty amazing. But I'm talking 40 years ago plus. And that was for consumers. So I don't think it's that far-fetched to think that there's a lot of interesting drone technology out there that we could buy. And there is. And I've done a lot of research looking up drones, and they are absolutely out of control, phenomenal. I love it. All different types of drones out there. A UFO caused fires in Sicily in 2004. It shot an energy beam to a helicopter. Oh my God, I remember this. They shot the beam to the helicopter that was sent to investigate the events, and they damaged the road. The ray damaged the rotors, they say. And then when they said they were going to show us evidence, it was hidden, like you couldn't see anything. It was so far away, and it was all pixelated. It was 2004, but they were making it sound like you're going to see the most incredible thing you've ever seen. That's right. I can't believe it's been 20 years.
Clarbruno Verduccio is a scientist.
God.
He was a commander in an elite unit of the Italian Navy.
Of course he was.
For 15 years, he's been investigating unidentified craft with a team of researchers.
We assembled more than 13,000 cases during the last 70 years. And we have a database.
They got the
Italians have
database.
accumulated one of the world's largest collections of data on unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAP.
Unfortunately, if this is not shared with other people outside Italy, it's useless.
There's one incident in particular the officials want to discuss.
On 2004 in Sicily, a craft appeared a few hundred of meters behind the copter tail, and it shot a ray that destroyed helicopter wings.
In 2004, a series of spontaneous fires broke out across northern Sicily, destroying homes and forcing evacuations.
La situazione di via mare a Canneto di Caronia precipita. Stamattina un nuovo episodio con un'abitazione letteralmente distrutta dal fuoco.
Oh, Overlander. Holy crap. I didn't think. I am so. Oh my God. Dude, what is wrong with me? Okay, I'm changing my vote. I think I want to change my vote. You're probably right. I got hooked up in the Elon Musk thing because of his addition to the administration. Just, you know, so I'm thinking, I see somebody who could probably get away with it. Would be Elon Musk, right? Just let him do his thing. He's proven a point to the government. But now you bring up something I like. Raytheon, Lockheed, Boeing. But would they risk flying their technology into restricted airspace, being major corporations like that? Now, I think they can, because what it does, it brings interest to the government. Like, hey, what kind of drones are these? You know, maybe they want to talk to them, maybe get a contract. Maybe that's what this is all about. Hey, if Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and Boeing can fly their technology with impunity into our airspace, restricted airspace, what kind of technology are they using that they can get away with it and go undetected? Visually, we can see them, but undetected on radar most of the time. It's very strange. Good point, Overlander BC. I didn't bring that up. That's weird. Good. I'm glad I checked the chat room for once, right? I'm trying, people. I'm trying. And, you know, I see some interesting conversations going on. I don't know if they're heated, but look, you know, if you got an opinion one way or the other, so what? It's fun. It's what makes everything interesting. I wouldn't bash on anybody for voicing their opinion. I would say, how did you get to that conclusion? Where's your evidence? It's no different than what anybody else is saying, because that's the thing. Nobody knows. Overlander BC, Thor, Brookes, Apostate, Kelly, Marcel, Jeanette, all of us. What do we know? Only what they tell us. Only what's out there. That's it. Other than that, you have to go by what makes the most sense. I like that. That does make as much sense as Elon Musk. But I want to know motive. Motive would have to be to show off their technology. But why for 3 months? So then you have to go into adversaries, pushing buttons, seeing what they can get away with. And they've been getting away with it for decades, according to Eleganzo. It's obvious they have. We know they have. I am so sad for this country. I am so deeply saddened that we allow this to happen in this day and age, to allow our adversaries to fly around with impunity without any threat of being shot down or penalized or called out or anything. This administration is chicken shit to call out China because they're in bed with China. That's why. They don't want to make China mad because we pull out all deals all off, right? That's what would happen. And Biden be like, but I lose $20 million a day, right? So, sad. They sold out our country. They did. Biden did for 50 years, sold out this country. He's this, I think, and not because he's president, not because he's a Democrat. This goes back decades when I saw him lying on TV about being the top half of his class in law, in a law school, to be a lawyer. And he wasn't. He lied about like 3 things in one sentence. And people still voted him in because he's the biggest bullshitter, talker, liar that has ever existed. And he's not even the worst, I guarantee it. He's just a puppet. Biden is really stupid. He really is. And so is Kamala. They are the 2 dumbest representatives of this country I have ever seen. For anything. I've never seen. It is so embarrassing. And then Canada had Trudeau. Thank God that little tin cup is now stepping down. The people have spoken. That guy is as crooked as Biden. Worse. Very bad. Very bad. And that's why ufology is in the state it's in. It's in a state of, I don't know. It's very confusing. But it isn't. Everybody's lying. And I don't know what they're thinking. Really, nobody knows. But I can guarantee you this. It ain't for the greater good of ufology. It's for the greater good of their pocketbook and Lou Eleganzo's purse.
The military sent a helicopter to investigate. Officials say the copter was chased by a saucer-shaped UFO that shot a powerful electromagnetic beam at its rotor. The helicopter was severely damaged, but able to land.
And we still don't have any evidence to this day, of course. Nancy Mace, there are 2 specific and classified UAP shapes, and there is footage and photographs of them in the sky during the current UAP flap. We probably know the answers already, she says. Pull it up. From UAP 1, detailed descriptions in the witness accounts allowed us to present scaled illustrations for the 2 most common. Oh, my God. I can't get a drink without, Most common shapes, the largest shapes reported were diamond / rectangle and boomerang. Medium 300 feet, and the smallest were spheres, median 20 feet. Triangles, median 170 feet, were consistently reported to hover, did not produce electromagnetic effects, and were often noted to have an absence of sound. UAP shape info source via the SCU.
Seaboard.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Macy Grace.
Oh, well, I think everything's on the table. I mean, I've been in
Look at this guy. No, it's a lady.
briefings where specifically about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were in a skiff in a classified setting, and I can't share what shapes these are. But there are actually 2 specific shapes that have been, there's footage and photographs of them in the skies that the federal government, the U.S. federal government, cannot identify and don't know what they are. So I think that all options are on the table. With regard to the drones, I think it's very clear it's the U.S. government. I think it's very clear the U.S. government is lying to the American people and to Congress because we don't really know what's going on.
Hey, are you like me? And how can you say it's obvious it's the U.S.? Look.
The drones, I think it's very clear it's the U.S. government.
How's that very clear? How? Hello? Because they're flying with impunity in restricted airspace without, any issues. So they've been doing that for years, China.
I think it's very clear the U.S. government is lying to the American people.
Well, what if they're telling the truth? See, this is the thing. She doesn't know.
And to Congress, because we don't really know what's going on.
See?
I do believe that at least Congress has the right to know so we can pacify some of the safety concerns and fears that people have all along the eastern seaboard.
They already did that. Trump went on television 9 days ago and said, there's no threat. We know what they are, but there's no threat. I can't tell you what they are, but they know what it is, but they can't tell you. Everybody, we're fine. Right? So he did that. He quelled the fears. Yes, he did. But the media loves it. They want more drone activity because politics and drones go together. Because now drones are UFOs. Say it again. UFOs. One more time. UFOs are drones. Because they are. That's what they're telling us. We saw that yesterday. In writing. In verbal. Audio. Visual. Closed caption. We saw it in sign language. I'm sorry. I'm getting emotional. What do you think? This is incredible footage from Italy right here. I'm going to show you. This amazing footage reportedly taken in Italy has left viewers stunned. It is a UFO, advanced technology, or something else entirely? Watch closely and share your thoughts in the comment section below or in the chat room here at GUFON. I want to know what you're thinking. Do you think this is real or do you think it's real fake? Go. I said go. Go! Yeah, it's old. I don't know. I thought it was old too, but apparently it was from yesterday. Here, let me see. Yeah, footage from Italy, January 9th, yesterday. I don't know, David. Wilcox, not Wilcox. But that's what is going on as well. People just take all the footage they can find and make it new again. Can we have some nostalgia tonight? Just a little bit, just from a person I don't believe in. Can we do that? I don't. Robert Odeen says not only are these alien, but we're also dealing with interdimensional beings, which I have a very hard time with. He's best known for his exposure to top secret NATO documents, which he read while stationed in Supreme Headquarters, Allied Powers Europe, SHAPE, in the 60s. He did that. Now, these documents reportedly detailed verified NATO/military evidence of UFOs, 4 distinct ET species interacting with us. Isn't that nice? Is what he said. Humanity is being observed and has been for thousands of years. Interplanetary, interstellar, intergalactic, and interdimensional conclusions for various species. They are able to manipulate matter and time. He also claimed the reports highlighted that some ET species look identical to humans and walk among us. Aww. Aww. He's dead now, but aww.
It began for me in 1963 when
Of course it did.
I was assigned to the Supreme Headquarters Allied Powers in Europe.
Hey, Bob Marley.
I arrived in the summer of '63 and I was assigned to the Operations Division. I was further assigned to what we call SHOC, the War Room, the Supreme Headquarters Operations Center. And at that time, I was given a cosmic top-secret clearance, which was
true,
and
Glenn.
still is the highest level of security access that NATO has. When I was assigned to the War Room, I learned that a study had been initiated in 1961, and everybody was talking about it. They were gossiping about it. And the subject was UFOs, and that intrigued me a bit. When that study was concluded in 1964, and it was published, and I was still working in the War Room at that time, I had access to this document. I had a chance to read it. And having been exposed to it, I must tell you honestly that my life has never ever quite been the same. Because I read first-hand reports, verifiable NATO military material.
All right. This guy, for whatever reason, knows more than everybody on the planet. Okay? Now, I don't know about you, but to me, he sounds like he has memorized what he's supposed to say here. He sounds like he's embellishing his own emotions when he's talking, and it makes him sound like a high school actor. For somebody who is supposedly with knowledge that's just a natural occurring thing that happened in your life, it's not like somebody handed him a script and said, read this, because that would be silly. But I can tell you, when I tell a story and it happened to me naturally, it doesn't sound like I'm reading or read it or that I'm acting. It sounds like I'm just talking to you. Thank God I drank half of it. Look, yeah, I knocked it over, but I locked the lid. That would have gotten a motherboard all screwed up. But that's Bob Odeen. When I met him and interviewed him in his house, he sounded exactly the same, like he was putting on a performance. That's why I don't like Bob Odeen. Maybe as a person, he's a nice guy, right? Whatever. I don't like him for ufology. I think he's disinfo. I think he's disingenuous, and I think he's
material that indicated that the UFOs were not only real, but they represented something far beyond anything I had ever imagined before. When the study was concluded in '64, they concluded that there were 4 different groups apparently coming and visiting us. Out of those 4 different groups, one group looked exactly like we do, so much so that they could sit beside you in a restaurant or in an airplane or in a theater, and you'd never know.
Oh, God, he sounds like Linda Moulton Howe, like he's acting. See, this is why these people suck. Linda Moulton Howe does the same thing. She embellishes the emotional effect on it. Because when you embellish the emotional effect, it has more powerful meaning for the persons or people listening. So when you hear somebody get a little more emotional, it kind of like, oh my God, it must be, tough on them. Because Bob Odin does this when he's telling you this story. He goes, they could be sitting right next to us and we wouldn't even know it. They look just like us. And then he does the embellishing, like, oh, it's so important that you hear this from me. If I don't tell this to you, you're just not going to be full. So we got Bob Odin. I don't like him. I think he's in the same category as Jeremy Corbell. Yep, I do. I do. Politics and ufology is the strongest thing going right now. You've got Congressman Tim Burchett, right? You got Marco Rubio involved. You got Macy speaking out. You've got all of these people involved in this UFO game, and nothing is moving forward. Nothing. We should be having first-hand account whistleblowers once a month. Bring them on. Once a month. Nothing. Well, there was a holiday. All right. Holiday's over. So this guy was banned from Reddit UFOs. He didn't break any of the rules. He said, all I did was call out a blatant psyop trying to discredit the UAP sighting in LA with the fire, which I'm going to show you here in a second. You can go check the post he says about it, that they made some very absurd claims. Oh my God, they banned him from... How stupid! He says basically they're grasping at straws, trying to say it's a kite. Now, I believe this video needs more investigating and it could be something prosaic, but in the original post, everybody who called it a kite was laughed at and downvoted because it was clearly not a kite. Now, all of a sudden, a debunk post is at the top of the page. Something smells fishy. At this point, I'm pretty sure Reddit UFOs is nothing but controlled opposition. Nothing of substance is ever upvoted out there. And when there is, it swiftly gets debunked. Unbelievable. Unreal. Really. Unreal. Bothers me. I don't get this world. I don't. All right, let me show you the video from the UFO in the fire. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Hold on. I'm very confused here. I don't know what happened. It's as if somehow some things got closed and now I can't find them. This is amazing to me. I get my show ready. There's no really set time, but I put everything in a specific place and I'm there in the email and none of my stuff is here. Everything from yesterday at 5:28 p.m., but nothing from today. It's been all removed. I'm refreshing. Nothing's happening. This is bizarre. I tried refreshing and it won't. All right. Okay. No big deal. We'll keep moving. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about anyway. So let's pull up this. What? Hold on. What is this? No. Okay, here we go. From Into Thin Air. This is about the fire. I want to talk about the fire because there are strange things happening. And I like a good conspiracy, but this is bad. I feel so bad for people, the good people of LA. It sucks. There are some good people that are going to lose everything. All because of corrupt people. Bing, bang, boom.
All right, everyone, welcome back. January 10th, 2025. This is out of control. Not only do we have confirmed reports that at least one of these fires was completely arson, 800 acres burned to the ground because of this guy right here. We're going to talk about that. Also, we saw some weird anomalies in the sky above these fires that look so out of place, it's not even funny. You're seeing that on your screen now. We're going to go over this clip, as well as a few other important things when it comes to these fires. We have not seen anything like this since Maui. All right off the bat, for those of you that have not heard this story yet, Henry Winkler was completely slammed online yesterday for throwing out the idea that some of these fires were caused by arson. And you're not going to believe how this story panned out. So here's one of the articles here. It was released at 6:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time yesterday on the 9th. And it says, police shoot down celebrities floating arson theories. And the media is known to do this. They will belittle anyone that suggests that any of these situations, these quote-unquote natural disasters, being caused by something more nefarious. Now, guess what? Not only was Henry Winkler right, but they actually arrested the guy who started the at least 800-acre Kenneth fire, and there's a video of him being arrested by police. Now, here's the tweet that Henry Winkler put out at about 1:36 a.m. on the 9th, and it says this: there is an arsonist here in LA. May you be beaten, you unrecognizable, maybe a typo, the pain you have caused. Even singer Chris Brown had something to say, saying that these fires don't add up. And naturally so, my friends, and I'm going to show you an example of why these people think this. I mean, take the first obvious reason. We literally have someone in custody that started one of these fires. So how can the internet or even the mainstream media come down on this guy, Henry Winkler, or any of us? I've been censored heavily for this type of talk, yet we're all correct. And I will bet you anything that they are trying so hard to figure out how to push this out to the public to say that, hey, it was just this one fire, so everyone calm down and stop throwing out these theories. Unbelievable, my friends. Now check this video out. This one I posted yesterday on X. There is something in the sky above the horizon of these mountains that is flashing, that looks like a laser popping up right before this fire goes out of control in Pasadena. Now just keep an eye on this area as the fire is crawling up the mountain. The second you see this flash, we see this fire take off and then is completely out of control for the rest of today, leading into right now. Not only that, but check out this video that's making its rounds in the internet, a mini DEW directed energy weapon. If you think that we have this type of stuff that just a regular human can have and don't think that we have this ability on a larger scale, my friends, you have a lot to learn. This stuff has been around forever. This type of technology has been rumored to exist for decades. Way too many weird things are happening in the skies above these fires that even regular people that don't usually talk about this stuff are noticing and posting online. It's been overwhelming for officials to continue to deny that something nefarious is going on, and I have a feeling they're trying to find a way to explain it to us without us turning into some flash mob that wants their heads on platters. Metaphorically speaking, of course. So, my friends, here is your mission. I want you to watch these videos closely, watch them 10 times if you have to, and then conclude to yourself. Let me know in the comments, do you think there's something nefarious going on here with all this evidence we have? We have satellite imagery of past fires looking like they're being caused by lasers. We have weird things in the sky flashing during the Pasadena and Palisades fire this week, including videos that show we do have small-scale DEW weapons that would have to exist on a larger scale based on our technology alone. My friends, this is not some crazy conspiracy theory. These are all backed by facts and evidence. I appreciate you all. Let me know down below what you think, and we'll take it from there. All right, everyone. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
You guys get it. Yeah, look at Nathan, just like Maui. It's a land grab. Illegals trying political correct. Jono Mosey says, if Jono would be crazy if these billionaire farmers that took their water did it to expand their farmland. Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, this one, Overlander BC says, I saw footage of 3 fires igniting at the same time miles apart. Can't be an arsonist. Oh, yeah, it could be. It could be. Well, I'll tell you why. It could be a time-released device that they put in strategic areas. Press a button, they all ignite at the same time. Or, if you want to get real extravagant, the government from above with their dues do at the same time. Is so much, bro. This one to me, feels like it's done on purpose, because look at how much, and look at all the different places it's igniting. This isn't just the wind blowing fire around and it's igniting other places. Yes, that happens, but not that far apart, and usually not at the same time. I'm calling you out, California people. Government, you're up to no good. And what you're doing is ruining America. Well, they are. They're ruining California. See, they think they're going to get all this funding from FEMA, and they're going to rebuild and make everything all new, nicey nice, and they're going to clear out all those burnt areas and rebuild with who knows what. Who knows what? Maybe a new airport. I don't know. All I know is this shirt is crooked. Oh, there we go. And there's just so much going on right now, right? It's weird. You got your drone activity happening everywhere. Okay? You got people in ufology saying that these drones are UFOs. They're calling them UAPs. I hate that word. Acronym. Okay? And then you have the political side of it, which is what I've been diving in and out of for most of the show, is that we've got people that only care about themselves, do not know how to research this field at all, and are literally listening to the wrong people, getting the wrong and bad advice. I don't know. But there's 4 things right there that are pretty major. Because Jay Stratton started this all decade and a half ago, generation ago. And he got it into all these guys that you're hearing now. He got it into all their heads, and it went through the ranks. In over the years, people started spreading these stories of whatever Jay Stratton was bullshitting about. And it worked. And they created, 20 years later, a threat that doesn't exist. The Tic Tac, Paddywhack. Nobody's ever seen one. Nobody's ever recorded one. It is the most elusive yet most popular UFO almost in history. Almost. If we see it, it will be. Nobody's ever seen a tic-tac before. I haven't. Oh, sure, we've seen those airplanes out of focus. Where's the wings? Where's the tail? Where's the puppety engine? It's out of focus, it's at an angle, and you need to learn photography. Capiche? Nobody's recorded a tic-tac. They do not exist. Do they? Do they? What if they don't? What if they don't? What if the tic-tac doesn't exist at all? I've never seen one. Wait a minute. It doesn't exist, does it? This is exactly what they do on this side of the... They tell us, right? Listen. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. I'm stupid. Oh, I should have followed through with my instincts. Just like they said, a woman isn't a woman. Now they're telling us what a UFO is and isn't. They're telling us that they saw a tic-tac and they followed it and it was like a dogfight. No, it wasn't. It never existed. It's just a story. It's the same kind of psyop that they pulled with the, there's no such thing as a woman. What? What is a woman? Right? What is a tic-tac? I don't know. But it's whatever they told us. Oh my God, we're so stupid. It doesn't exist. See, that's the joke. That's the rub, Johnny. That's the fun part. This is what they did. They got away with it. They told us something and you guys believed it. I didn't. I never did. And you guys believed it. I know. But I didn't. This is weird. They told us the tic-tac. They told us a story. They even have some sort of video. No? Well, that's right. We never saw it. Did you have your helmet cam on? How convenient. How convenient. How many times have you ever forgot to wear your helmet cam, David Fravor? I think that was the first time. Yeah, well, I was watching that UFO and I just didn't think about didn't think. We pay you to not think. Good job. Good job. I don't believe it. I believe there is no video because there is no tic-tac. I believe the story is just that, a story. Why? To create the threat that doesn't exist. That's why a month after Fravor came out, they had to bring in Little Miss Thing, Alex Dietrich, because nobody was buying the story. No video. You forgot to turn on your helmet cam. What the fuck you all? What? Well, wait. We forgot to tell you. There was a witness. Go ahead, Alex. Tell him what you saw. I saw the same thing David did. Thank you. Thank you very much. See? Corroborated. That's what they did to you. And you're okay with it? Yeah. There is no tic-tac, and nobody believes me. I think this was one of the few shows where my voice was above dog hearing. I'm sorry, I overact a little bit. I get a little upset. It bothers me that something so easy just slipped right by me. They lied. There is no tic-tac, guys. That's why you've never seen it. That's going to be tomorrow's show. There is no such thing as the tic-tac. No, I'm serious. Does anybody here remember Yahoo Serious? There you go. Because that's what ufology is. All right. It seems like some people want to believe in Fantasyland. You want to believe in Jay Strattonville. You want to believe in the lies that your government's been telling you. The government? Yeah, the government. let me show you a Christopher Bledsoe piece of shit video. You ready for this? Yeah. Watch how he shows us the video, though. Because it's the only way it would look cool is if you made it look cool. Because his videos are the worst. So check this out. Yeah, I'm on a Christopher Bledsoe tear lately. Look at this. This is what he's showing people. What is it? That could be absolutely anything. That could be a button. That could be a penny on the floor. That could be a dot from a Sharpie on a piece of paper. We don't know. Isn't this great? He's the best. Wow, I tell you, nobody, and I mean this, nobody has better evidence than Christopher Bledsoe. And I'm lying, of course. This is just awful. I have no idea. There's no volume, and I have no idea what we're doing. He doesn't explain it. This is how you get away with bullshit. That's how you get away with it. You got to act like you mean it. You got to have that soft, like I'm not going to hurt nobody. I'm a sincere Southern guy who had an experience that I think people need to know about. Now I know this white lady exists. She came to me. She went, I don't know what's worse, me or him. Big bullshit. After Trump promised a report on drones his first day in office, governors of Ohio, Louisiana, and Wyoming cited drone flyovers of secure airspace over nuclear reactors following a terrorist attack and said nobody knows how to deal with them. That's amazing that we don't know how to deal with this situation. I'm so embarrassed. All right. I know you're tired. All right. Last one. I can't help it. I know I said yesterday or the day before or whatever, I was getting tired of it, but then, do
you want to say
shit
something
happens.
about that?
Just one quick comment, which is we are home to the largest naval base in the world in Quantico, and we house a lot of the SEAL teams and have a huge national security infrastructure. And now for 2 years running, we have had drone incursion over secure airspace, and we still don't know why. And I think that's absolutely unacceptable. And I think President Trump and the new leadership coming in, I think will work diligently to understand who's behind this and what we do in order to stop the digital surveillance of all of our secure infrastructure.
Is it dangerous? Well, I can tell you this. While we were dealing with a terrorist attack in New Orleans, we had drones being flown over our nuclear reactors in Louisiana. And we brought that attention to the FAA. We've been asking the FAA to give these states the ability to mitigate these drones, and it's sitting on some bureaucrat's desk. And that's real.
Nobody knows. They don't want to talk about it. Go ahead, Governor, you were going to say?
I was just going to say we have drones in Wyoming flying over our infrastructure as well. And it's incredibly frustrating that we not only have no way of knowing what it is, but nobody knows how to deal with them.
They don't want to talk about it, and nobody knows why. They don't want to talk about it. That could be us sending drones. I hope that's the case, us doing it and doing research, and maybe they don't want to talk about it from that standpoint. I hope it's not an enemy, but we're going to find out on the 21st, the day after. You have to give me a little time for the inauguration, but shortly thereafter, we'll give you a report on it. We'll tell you exactly what it is. They know, and it's very strange that they aren't talking about it.
Okay, 11 days. I pray that the man makes it to the 20th and he does get in. I think when he's being sworn in, I think that's when something's going to happen. Make it very theatrical. They got him. Because if they do take him out, I guarantee it, every Democrat will be investigated so hard. I don't know, man, but I hope it doesn't come down to that. I hope they wake up and see that it's not as bad as they are making believe it is, because we all know Biden's just a puppet. All right. What was I going to do? There was something I was going to do. Is there a poll? No poll tonight? Did I make a poll? I don't think I did. Did I? I don't see one. No goal, no poll. It's okay. I appreciate everybody hanging out. What time is it? It's time. You know what you know what time it is. Yeah, I'm going to go to third phase of moon because they have the UFO over LA during the fire. Yeah, the little fire that they got going over there, you know? Yeah, with rocks around it and everything. Or mountains.
A little knowledge is a very dangerous thing.
And they're going to continue to do it until somebody finally stops them.
I know for a fact, you can look in their eyes and tell when somebody wants to kill you that they had that face, that stone cold face, that appearance.
I could feel the vibrations coming off of it, but there was no sound.
They're going to keep playing that hand, and I think the general public is going to see through it.
Everything's active, unbeknownst to most of the people on this planet.
They need to hand over the reins because it's not theirs. It's the property of the United States military and people.
Give us what you got. Give us this information. Let us make our own decision.
At a certain point, you have to call their bluff.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins along with my brother Brent. The wildfires, Los Angeles, unprecedented, but also the UFOs were spotted. Are you seeing one right now? The Santa Monica beach cam powered by the Explorer.org captures some kind of anomaly during the event as it continues as we speak. But let's get some closer looks in just a moment. Buckle up, everybody. We've got a lot of UFOs for you tonight. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? It's kind of faint. It's off in the distance. This bright plasmic orb dancing in the sky with...
I just want to make one comment that I would love it if the word plasmic would be extinguished with the fire. It's a terrible word. Plasmic, plasmoid, all that shit. Just say plasma. Plasma-oriented object. Plasmic, ugh. It's just, I don't know. It just dummies it down for me. I don't like the word. Don't like it. Plasmoid, it sounds like it's made up. Terrible word. Just saying.
Smoke surrounding it. Doesn't look like any kind of drone that I'm aware of. What the heck is going on, guys?
And first of all, yes, I've seen drones that look like that. It looks like not even 30 frames a second. It looks like 25, 20. That's why we're getting the tracer behind it, the ghost effect.
Yeah, let's take a closer look at this. Again, we're seeing this kind of a plasmic ball with this trail being led behind it as it kind of dances, like you said, through the sky, about 150 feet to maybe 50 feet off the ground. It's doing these kind of incredible maneuvers. So let's roll it once again and get this close up as we see it pop into frame, and it does this kind of like weird unconventional move. This is not a typical drone. It's doing you try to pilot a drone like this, it's very difficult.
Where's the unconventional? Where
down, make this direct tank and then kind of just coast,
I do that every day with my drone
side over there, and then kind of
there was nothing
towards the ocean. Look at this.
So what?
Yeah, I would say it started off at probably about 1,000 feet up in the air, but look at this thing dance and its undulations and its speed, and dynamics of flight pattern is very
It's out of focus. It's not even 30 frames a second.
It's really cool.
It's a terrible camera, whatever it is.
Watching this.
You know what this is? This isn't a camera. This is one of those public cams. It's stationary. It's on a building.
Webcam. And
webcam.
To see this phenomenon. Look at this thing.
They suck.
Again, it traversed from the sky and it kind of went into the streets.
It's a
Here's
drone.
The original once again. Let's just roll it.
It's a drone, dude. There's nothing magical happening here. Zero. Nothing. It made a left, and now it's going to go down. Ooh, look at it going down. How crazy. And now, made a right-hand turn. Hold on, don't come back. How is it doing that? It came back from where it came from? Wow, that's extraordinary movements. Unprecedented alien, 100%. Sorry, Blake, but I had to. Don't get mad. It's your fault. It's your... All right. That's not the UFOs I was wanting to look at anyway. Here we go.
Yep, like I said, this activity is kind of being spotted on these surveillance cams. This one so happened to be captured during a live event on Fox, and I don't think the camera people were aware of what they were about to capture. Look at this thing. I'm slowing down this aspect just so we could get a closer look. This is original speed. Look at this thing take off.
Okay, can I point something out for everybody? I want you to, did you see where it disappeared? Right here, right? What do you see in the area? This light. That's right, because these are cheap-ass cameras, and the oversensitivity that's happening with the bright light and the moving light that's white as well made this one in the distance, a secondary object, disappear as it got right next to that bright light. Watch.
This thing. I'm slowing down.
Seen it before.
This aspect just so we could get a closer look. This
Watch.
is original speed. Look at this thing take off.
It goes out right here. So, anyway, food for thought.
Let's get a closer up. I'm going to slow down. It has that same tall tale sign.
Let's watch it disappear as it gets oversaturated by the bright white light.
Fast where it leaves a trail like a comet or a meteorite burning up in the atmosphere? Yeah, is that the means of propulsion?
You're welcome, everybody. That's what I'm here to do, to teach. All right, what do we got here?
Check this out.
Check it out, yo. Classic. Classic.
Okay, we're going to get a close-up look. This is coming in from Sedona, Arizona. Some people are dubbing this the Palladian ship. I don't know. I'll just call it a UFO. It's interesting. It goes behind the mountainside over there in Sedona. And yeah, it has this really cool look about it. Again, saucer shape, but then lit up almost like a Christmas tree. I'm not seeing any FAA lights, and it's off in the distance there. Pretty windy day over there in Sedona as well. But Brett, what do you make of this? Is this a...
Looks like some sort of balloon. It looks like it could even be an aeroplane. If you noticed, it's not really in focus, blurry, and it seems a little foggy or misty, which, when you have bright lights, illuminates those water crystals, those water droplets all around, and gives this effect that it's a one-shipper. But it's probably just an aeroplane. Can't see the flashing lights because of the brightness of the other ones and the mistiness of the atmosphere and being out of focus, my dear. Giddy up.
Airline ready to land in Sedona area, or is this something else here? Yeah, we've been in Sedona. There's a landing atop up there, a few little landing areas for small commercial planes, private planes, and again, this maybe could be approach lights from one of those. But
there you go.
Like you said, I don't see
right
any
on, guys.
FAA lights. I do see something.
All
say
right.
they see them there too as well. And here we go.
Wow, look at this, huh?
Yep. Once again, we're looking at it, and
I hate these. This is nothing. Get rid of this.
Anything. You could hear the people talking, but whatever's up there, it's silent.
No, it's not. Dude, come on. That's man-made shit. Put that up there. How dare you? What is this?
Yeah, coming in from Ferdinand Maradico. I'm hoping I'm not butchering the name, but
you
Ferdinand,
butchered it.
I appreciate you sending this information with regards to these schematics that were made some time ago. But it's, I think, the first time that I'm seeing it right here at Third Phase of Moon, and it's matching up to exactly some of the stuff that we just exposed. I don't think this comparison with this person underneath it matches up with the size that we shared with you on the Google Maps of Hellendale of the crap, but right here on this flatbed semi truck, this is looking like the target here. I think we got to keep an eye on this craft. In my opinion, I think it's again reverse engineered, top secret stuff. I'm glad we have it in our arsenal, but I don't see any means of propulsion behind this thing, and that's what we want to get to, is the energy.
Hey. All right. Interesting. So much fun. Ufology is really interesting. It's so much fun. Now, ufology is really interesting. It's so much fun. You know? Would you agree? All right. You know? Okay. It's okay. You don't have to. I understand. No, it's good. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. No. All right, let me look something up here. I think I want to show you my goods. I think I want to show you the goods. It is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. And there are playoff games going on for football. I am going to lift up my phone and see when those games are on, because I will not miss them. What is I put in UFO NFL schedule? Tomorrow, the game starts at 4:30, and the second game is on at 8 p.m. Sunday, there's a game on starting at 1, and then another one at 4:30, and then another one at 8, and then Monday at 8. So we have got an interesting schedule coming up. So what I'm going to do for tomorrow, come on, what did I say, 4:30? I think we'll go on $2:30, 2 o'clock. I know it's early. Maybe we don't do a show. Maybe we just take off and enjoy the weekend. Why not? No, we'll do the show. Well, we didn't reach the goal. But that's okay. I appreciate the effort. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. Mucho gusto generoso. And let's see. What is this here? That's only a minute. Here we go. Let me see if this video is worthy of a watch. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, that is beautiful. All right. I'm on the outs. I'm going to play a obvious drone video. I don't know if you've ever seen this one, but I do want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. And whatever you do in this life, just remember one thing. Politicizing something opens up a whole can of worms. You get corruption. You got corruption. That's it. You got corruption. That's all there is, because everything else falls under the corruption umbrella with politics. And it doesn't have to be that way. But what happens is Johnny says, oh, I'll get that done for you, but I have promised this to so-and-so, so I'm going to need a little more money, but I promise. And if you break the promise, forget about it. But if you come through with it, well, then you'll get that citizen's next payment, whatever. A lot of handshake deals. Look, I'll look the other way on that permit. I don't know, for about $1,000. Okay. And then something happens 10 years down the road where because the permit was fudged and they shouldn't have had this awning put up, it collapses and, takes out 3 people. Yeah. See, this is what happens in life. You bring in politics, you bring in a problem. Life is tough enough. Don't politicize ufology. Too late, but they did it. They did it and they ruined it. But let me tell you something. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay they tried because they never did it before. So to bring in politics for maybe the first time ever and get the mainstream media play it did, it may be a nice little push in the direction towards the truth. But it's not enough. They stopped. They got to keep the momentum going. This is the problem with ufology. They just don't keep the momentum going. They don't keep it going long enough to get the positive turn they need. You want to know why? Because it's totally political. It's so corrupt. It's so diverse. And nobody knows what John is doing for Peter and what Peter is doing to Paul and what Mary's doing to Mongoloids. And I ran out of M's. But bringing politics into ufology, worthy try. We're still in it, but it's not working. It's not. It made it more corrupt. Even though if you really think about ufology, it has been politicized since 1947, when the government lied, when they changed the story, when they said, oh, thought it was a balloon. Sorry, it's a UFO. Huh? I said, we're sorry, it's a weather balloon. We thought it was a UFO. That's not what you said. And they pulled the same trick a few years ago in 2019, right? Off-world vehicles. What? Get that out of there. Retraction. Too late. You already said it. Nope, you already said it. Sorry, you want to return this jacket out of spite? What TV show? Yeah, I didn't like the salesman who sold it to me, and I'm going to return it for spite. I don't want him to get the commission. Sorry, we can't do it for that. Okay, well, I don't like it. I want to return it because I don't like it. Sorry, you already said spite first. Well, what's the difference? You've already said it. Well, I don't like it. I don't want it. Sorry, you said what TV show? There's 2 of them, actually. And they're from the same people. Larry David. It first happened on Seinfeld. Because he bought it from Craig. And he didn't like Craig because Craig emasculated him by asking out Elaine right in front of Jerry. How do you know we're not together? Well, I could just tell. I wish I could do that. All right. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto, generoso, moderators, super chatters. Thank you very much for everything. And we'll be back tomorrow at 2 or 2:30. I don't know yet. Truthology for ufology, and we do it for you. They do. He does. He does. I do. You do? He does. All right. We're going to get on out of here. I appreciate everything. Be good to each other. And if you ain't looking up, then you're just not looking out. Ugh. Alien bless. I'm trying to time this thing. I can't get it. Alien bless, everybody. All right. Here you go.